Dear Kenneth, help. We just purchased a home in Sat, wherever Sat is, and I have consulted with a designer and am perplexed as to what my style is. I thought it was Tuscan, Texas. Tuscan, Texas, that's a new style. But that seems too ornate. I like the Spanish Mediterranean, Tuscan, Mexican, Texas hill country. I love the warm colors of moss green, spiced pumpkin, brown, soft whites, yet I can't seem to get anyone to understand me, so I can get guidance for colors, tiles, wood floors, or furniture. Any book references or guidances you give me would be a blessing. We are moving soon and want to get started ASAP. Thank you for your time and attention to my dilemma. Debbie. Well, Debbie, unless you're moving to Saturn, I think the best advice I can give you is this. And it's a very common problem we all have, is being overwhelmed with too many choices and conveying what it is we're after. I suggest you go to the bookstore and you buy every design magazine you can get your hands on. And you create a poster board that has all the tear-outs of every image, every color that speaks to you on a board. And before you meet with a designer again or you make any decisions, you need to marinate on that board and look at it and make sure that that's really your direction. Because the biggest mistake you can make is thinking that's your look, getting started on your project, and then changing your mind. And then it's going to be a catastrophe. You have to have a very clear point of view, and with my clients, I tell them to create a poster board or create a binder with magazine tear-outs. So there's no book that's going to help you. It's more about you going through and finding imagery that really speaks to you. And I like the style, Spanish, Mediterranean, Tuscan, Mexican, Texas hill country. That's a new one. I like it. The next one comes from Kimberly. Hi, Kenneth. You recently used an oval-shaped tile and backsplash on a repeat episode of Contemporary Pool House. Can you tell me the name of that product and where it can be purchased? The remodel featured a blue couch, 2 repurposed chairs. The ceiling was raised, and you used a scrim. That was a large part of the discussion with the husband. Thank you. That was a very funny project because, yeah, that scrim got a lot of airtime. But anyway, the tile was actually from Walker Zenger. No, I'm sorry, that's not true. It was from Waterworks. So if you Google Waterworks, you will find it's part of their tile collection. It was a glass tile. I don't know the exact name of it, but it was really beautiful. Yeah, thanks for it in. That was quite an episode, the scrim, but at least you got something out of it, the blue tile. Karen writes in, hi Kenneth, I love KBTV. It's a wonderful opportunity to have design questions answered. It can be confusing when faced with a project and not sure you're making the right choice. Okay, my question. I live in a 4-bedroom home, living room, and family room, and 3 baths. All the walls are white. Blah. She said the blah, not me. Blah. What is the rule when picking color for each room? Do you want them in the same color palette? How different can they be? I would never paint like they did in the 50s. Overwhelmed with choices, Karen. White works, but only if you're working for a very neutral palette. You'll never hear me say that, but I just experienced this personally where I did a lot of white rooms. But the color in my furniture was so saturated, there couldn't be color on the walls. But to answer your question, what I usually do is if you look at a paint chip chart from a paint company, and they usually grade their paints from lightest to darkest, look at that middle color and go with something that's very neutral and warm and speaks to you. And let that be your dominant color in your bigger rooms. As you get to smaller rooms, you can even go really, really dark for dramatic effect. So like a powder room, even a hallway, you can go really dark just to make dramatic. And then where there's rooms you want a little bit lighter effect, go to the lightest shade. That would be my suggestion for you, is to really look at a palette. That's the safest way to mix and blend your colors. Okay, one more quick one. Dear Ken, I love your job. Could you please give me some idea for my new bedroom? I want sea colors, white, light beige, stripes, glass, stainless steel. This is my first choice. The second choice would be all tangerine, brown, beige, glasses, stainless steel, and maybe some greens. Do you think that would be too much for Florida? Lilamar. Absolutely not. I say go for it. If you're in Florida, you have a really great light coming from the sun, and I think anywhere down there really is a great place to work with these bright colors. So the only thing I would say is edit yourself, maybe take 1 or 2 items out and not do it all in one room. Spread spread throughout the house so that you're not overwhelming yourself in one room. All right, so that's it. Check back